Okay, so very good evening to all of you. I'm very grateful that you all have joined us today. Today we have UPSC topper Priyanka with us. She will be sharing her story. She'll be sharing her UPSC journey, and she will be answering your questions, queries related to UPSC preparation. So let us first, all of us, let us congratulate Priyanka. So Priyanka, can you hear us?
Yes, sir, I hear you, sir.
Okay, we cannot see you.
Sir, my video is on, sir, actually.
Okay, wait a second. Yeah. So can we see Priyanka?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
So very congratulations, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
It's a great achievement.
Yes,
And
sir.
I always knew, I told you beforehand also that you will get into top 100. But
Yes, sir. You said, sir, I will get under 100. It happened, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
now you trust me.
Definitely, sir.
See, I had told Priyanka many months before that ma'am is going to get under 100. But she will always be in suspicion. What will happen? What will happen?
Yes, sir.
So it's a great achievement again. Congratulations. Ma'am,
Thank
can you
you so much,
introduce
sir.
yourself to the students, aspirants? Please introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Hello, everyone. I'm Priyanka. I got AAR 68 this time. This is my second attempt. In my first attempt, I missed my rank final list by 20 marks. So I rearranged my strategy. I think this rank is not possible for me because my interview score has played very important role in my this ranking. I definitely know that. That's because of you, sir. And for essay, my mentor, sir, thank you so much for being in my journey, sir.
Ma'am, your video got stuck. Can you just repeat yourself? Your video got stuck.
1 minute, sir. Do you hear me now, sir?
Yeah, yeah. Can everyone hear?
Yes, sir.
Can everyone hear Priyanka?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
We can hear.
Okay, okay. Ma'am, let us begin. Ma'am, first,
Okay.
please introduce yourself. First,
Okay, sir.
please introduce yourself, your education background, from which place you are,
Okay, sir.
and then
Okay,
we'll
okay,
go to
sir.
the UPSC journey, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Basically, I'm from Tamil Nadu. I'm from a small town actually. I completed my schooling from my hometown itself, and I am a BE graduate. I studied in Anna University. I didn't attend any placements or anything. I decided in my final year itself I'm going to give UPSC. So I'm 2017 passed out. So I studied for entire 1 year, and I have given UPSC 2018, where I missed interviews, and now I made it in second attempt, sir.
Okay. Thank you for giving a brief introduction about this. Ma'am, when did you decided that you are going to be an IAS officer?
Sir, it's my desire from school days itself, sir. Not an IAS officer, but I have to get into any government services because my mother and father both are government servants. So I thought that they are doing great works to the society, sir. So definitely I wanted to be in that field. But in my college days only, I get exposure about IAS and UPSC exams. So in that final year only, I decided for UPSC, sir.
Ma'am, what made you believe that you can crack this tough examination?
Sir, basically from school days, I'm a good student in studies, sir. So I didn't. I believe myself, but after failure only, UPSC's first attempt is my first failure in my life, sir. Before that, I think everything is possible for me only. But UPSC taught me even failure is a part of life, sir.
Okay. So now let us come to basic preparation.
Okay, sir.
So can you just could not hear you. Can you hear everyone here, ma'am?
Yes, sir, I can hear, sir.
Yes, sir, it's audible.
We can hear, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir, we can hear.
okay,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please uh, turn off your mics so that she is audible to everyone. So, ma'am, please tell us, like, how did you begin your preparation, and what changes you made after your first attempt?
Okay. So in my final year, in my college itself, there is a group who prepare for UPSC. So I involved in that group. So we got basic idea about what is UPSC. So after my completion of graduation, I joined a coaching institute in Chennai, sir, where they taught me good thing. But after giving prelims and first attempt, I'm not confident that I will clear, because I didn't prepared well for the first mains. I skipped so many questions in mains, sir, and interview also I get so much tensed. So I get only average marks, sir. So my mains mark is 763 and interview score is 157 in my first attempt, sir. So I and after that first failure only, I came to know about you from Quora background, sir. So I contacted you in my in that second prelims. Your important topic list helped me a lot in getting through the prelims, sir. And
Thank you,
for
ma'am.
mains, I am very much clear that this time I couldn't skip any questions. I have to complete everything. And for the first mains, I have no idea about ethics. But in the second attempt, you said me lot of things, like you have to give examples, you have to make like this you tell, sir. So I incorporated that. And for essay also, you have said that introduction may be like this, introduction may be like that. You gave me a personal guidance, sir. So it's very much helpful in rectifying my mistakes in second main, sir.
Okay. And what changes you brought in the interview this year? Last year, your interview score was just 157.
Yes,
But
sir.
this
Yes,
year,
sir.
since you have got under 100 rank, so you must have scored very high in interview. So can you tell me
Can't hear
what
you,
changes
sir.
have you brought?
Sir, I can't hear you, sir. Now only I'm hearing.
Okay, ma'am, I'm telling, my question was, last year in interview, you did not score well.
Yes, sir.
But this year, since you have got a very good rank, probably
Yes,
you
sir.
have scored very well in the interview.
Yes, sir.
So what changes you brought in your preparation as far as interview is concerned?
Sir, in last interview, they graded me with my technical, my UG background technical questions, sir. Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Yes,
you.
ma'am, I can hear you.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
This time I hello.
Just wait a second, ma'am. See,
Yes, sir.
everyone, it's an humble request from my side and from the side of ma'am also, that please turn off your mic. Everyone turn off your mic except Priyanka and myself. It's an humble request because there will be a lot of disturbance and we will not be able to conduct this very well. And it will not be a fruitful session. So it's a humble request from my side. Please, everyone, turn off your mic.
Sir, the thing is, many are new to this platform, so please kindly guide them.
I have muted all. So now only Priyanka and I myself is going to check. I have muted everyone. Okay. Now we can start.
Yes, sir. Sir, someone is turned on the mic, sir.
Actually, when they are, everyone please, I have muted all, but I don't know why there is still some noise. So let us begin our session. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So can I continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So in my first interview, there was grilling questions from my UG background, sir. I didn't prepare much, and I also not able to handle the pressure. I showed in front of them that I'm very tense. But this time, I tried to control myself, and I have. You also taught me that you are very confident, but you have to show you that you have to smile always. That your DAF analysis is very much helpful to me, sir. Thank you for that thing, sir. Even so many questions you asked me in one-on-one interview, which is reflected in UPSC interview, sir. One simple question turned my whole interview actually. Actually, my hobby is letters to the editor. So the chairman has asked which letter you want to get published, but it is not. That question you asked me, sir, that thing I reflected from that entire interview is based on that thing only, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Now, anyone, they can ask any question directly to Priyanka. You can ask your question directly to Priyanka. Please write your question in the comment box.
Hello, Priyanka ma'am.
Yes, sir.
I am Rahul. This year's I given mains, but couldn't able to qualify for interview.
Okay.
Will you please tell us how you increase your main score so you get interview call?
Yes. I think for mains, notes making is very important. Before giving your prelims itself, I think you have to very comfortable with mains. Basically, answer writing. You have some basic knowledge about structuring and everything. Then you can manage mains. I think without preparation of notes and everything, I think it's not possible to crack mains.
So, ma'am, how basically you prepare your answer writings? Actually, I have also prepared mains for my every topics.
Okay.
I written some of answers in a vision test or some other platforms, but not able to yield the results.
Okay. I think you are not to the point. Maybe you are beating around the bush like that. Your answer might be. I think you have to give some introduction which is attractive. Like if you take GS3, you can give some facts. If it's GS2, you can quote some cases. I think in that case you can score well, and you can make your answers very interesting, like including flow charts and maps wherever possible to attract the who are evaluating our paper. I think that can be done to lift our marks.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Here
you.
I would like to add something. See, the first day I saw her answers. The very first day I saw her answers, I guess it was an ethics answer. And I still remember I called her in the evening. If you remember,
Yes,
Priyanka, I called you in the evening. And that day, 1 year before, I told you, you are going to get under 100. That day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I predicted your rank 1 year before, just by reading one answer.
Yes, sir.
Because I found something which was there in you, that if little bit some tuning has to be there, and you will get under 100. So that is what is practice. She has already cracked mains in the first year, but she was not well prepared. So I don't say that she has cracked just because of me. She was already in a very good state. What I did was I added some some of my tricks, like introduction you write like this, conclusion you write like this. But it will be unfair for me, unfair to her, that I would say that just because of me she wrote very good answers. Because her answers, when I saw the very first day, I told you are going to get next year under 100. So you do little bit changes in your answer. No one can prevent you getting under 100. And this was in the month of September.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Or August or
September. August.
So last year, August, I predicted your rank. So it is not because of me. It is because of your hard work and your very good writing skill. Very good writing skill. and her presentation, her writing skill, her style, I will share her answers with all of you. So you can learn a lot from her. And the most important thing what I liked about her is her humility, and is always ready to accept whatever is told to her. She's always ready to accept. I don't know how much she might accept it entirely, but she will be always open to suggestions. That is what I really liked about her. So from the day one, I told her you are going to get under 100, because UPSC is not about just studying. I have told many a times, UPSC is also about personality. So if you are humble, if you are willing to learn from experienced people, many students I have seen, even I have also gone through that stage. After my 4 or 5 attempts, I was not listening anyone, because I was going to the interview. I could not get because of my PubAd score or anything. But this mistake I did, and this mistake many students they do not listen to some experienced person. And since they stop listening to experienced person, they commit the same mistake every time. So there is no improvement from one attempt to another attempt. You see her marks. What was your last year marks, ma'am? Hello?
Hello.
What was your last year marks, ma'am?
In main 763, sir. In
Hello?
sir, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, please.
Yes, sir. Sir, your signal issue, sir.
No problem, ma'am. No problem.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Ma'am, many people are asking about the current affairs, your current affairs approach, and how can we improve in current affairs?
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, ma'am, please.
Hello, sir.
Sir.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you. Please say, ma'am.
So what question you ask?
Current,
Sir.
see, they are asking current affair approach, current affairs.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. In my initial days, I still reading newspaper. In my initial days, I made notes for myself. I refer Hindu, I refer PIB. Afterwards, for now, after giving my interview, I'm following your notes, sir. It's one place to me, sir. And even I'm suggesting you the topics for DPN, sir, daily prelims notes.
So will you suggest this like daily prelims notes? And what is unique about daily prelims notes?
Yes, sir. I told you, no, I refer Hindu, I refer PIB for current affairs for myself. But now I think daily prelims notes is one place for all topics, sir.
Okay. Any doubt? Anyone has any ethics strategy?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to ask some questions, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, actually, during preparation phase, how can I determine that the answer that I have written is correctly or not? Means, if we all know that info, body, and conclusion is the part where we can define our answer, but how can we check that this is the thing which I have written is correct or almost on the line? So
see, you can get your answers evaluated from someone who is a little bit more experienced than you. That is one way. Okay, because only people who really know what is expected in the UPSC paper, they can only tell you that your answer is up to the mark or not. And you can go through the toppers' answers also. You can go through the toppers' answers, you can see their approach, and from there also you can learn. as far as one question is concerned, a specific question is concerned, then you have to go to someone and get it evaluated. There is no way out. But as you told that there is a strategy, that introduction, body, conclusion, how to write a good introduction, how to write a good body, how to write a good conclusion, that I have already discussed in my classes or in my videos. And again, I'll be making one video on how to write very good answers. Okay. But if you go for a specific question, then you have to get it evaluated from someone. Without evaluation, you will not get to know that what you are writing is up to the mark or not. Am I correct, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Without anyone, we not try to know whether we improved or at what stage we are. Definitely, someone's evaluation is must, sir.
Ma'am, they're asking.
Or peer.
Ma'am,
what was your
routine?
Okay. I wrote in. I wake. Hello.
Yeah,
Sir,
yeah.
actually, there is lot of interference. Whether I'm here or my voice is audible or not.
Ma'am, you continue. Your voice is audible. You continue, ma'am.
Okay, okay. I usually wake up early morning. So from 5 to 7 I study, and after that I took break, and again from 9 to 11 or 9 to 12 till lunch I study, and again after lunch I go through newspapers and make some notes from that, sir. And after some break I will make optional subjects. Likewise my routine till 9 I study. So 5 to 9 will be my study time with breaks in between which I needed.
Ma'am, since you
Hello,
have cleared both, hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Since you have cleared prelims both the time and
Yes.
prelims is coming nearby, it will be good if you give some tips for last minute revision.
Yes.
How should we
Okay.
consolidate the entire prelims portion?
Okay, okay. For me, polity is a strong subject for me. So I didn't spend much time for it. I only make some short notes which I easily forgot, like constitutional bodies, something which related to that. I only refer those. I'm very weak in history. So I made entire modern India within 4 pages. I refer this again and again in a week before exam. Likewise, in my weak subject and weak area, I make notes. Other than that, I simply refer book. For Lakshmikant, I entirely depend on Lakshmikant. I don't even make notes. For simply constitutional bodies, which I tend to forget, I only make notes for that. Similarly, for current affairs, I highlighted those things which I wanted to read. And for a number of questions I attended in the prelims test, in both prelims I attempted around only 68 to 70 questions, which I am damn sure that I will it's correct only. For the last prelims I scored around 106, but this prelims I'm not sure about. So I attend the short questions only. I don't target for 90 questions like that.
Ma'am, can you tell how to prepare current affairs notes?
Yes, you can take a note and split up like history and economy and current affair, polity related current affairs, like that you can do. And date wise you can split up, and which will be useful in GS wise exams, also in mains, and also you can revise it for prelims also.
Ma'am, how to current affairs?
Ma'am, how to increase accuracy while in attending prelims question? You
So
said like short questions.
yes.
Like how you how to improve that intelligence guessing?
I think it can comes with practice. I solved around 2 complete test series. One I basically first time studied in an institute, so I basically take up their test series, and another one test series which I find difficult. So with that, I will first go for I completely read 100 questions. So which I confident with that, I make that thing only. In the first iteration, I will get around 30 questions. So I don't get scared. And again, I read once again. And I can easily know that in UPSC, we can apply elimination techniques. They will definitely make some things which we know. but they changed that in, for example, in first prelims, I think Navy Arc satellite related to that. So they have made changes in the range thing. Similarly, in this year prelims for particularly vulnerable tribes, they made 75 instead of 75, they have given it as 95. So this kind of things we can easily eliminate, and we can find out the answer. For
Ma'am,
that,
your essay and
exactly
teaching strategy, ma'am.
Ma'am, could you
What was
tell
your
us
test
what were the
series?
mistakes that you had in with respect to the last attempt that you improved upon in this attempt for your mains, ma'am?
for mains, I actually
Like
said
what were the reasons? Like you said, there was a significant increase in your score from the last attempt to this attempt.
as I said, in my first mains, I skipped around 10 questions.
I would like to add on this. Ma'am, regarding the interview, you said that last time UG questions were very torturing,
Yes.
and this time the interview also went well.
Yes.
So, ma'am, do you think how can we? What kind of UG questions that we need to take care of? What kind of UG questions there are?
If you are from engineering background, they will definitely ask you from the basics of your engineering. So since I'm not very much interested in my UG subject, I didn't prepare well. I thought that I will manage. But in that thing, they asked me a simple question. Since I am from a biomedical background, they asked me about MRI techniques, and they are going in depth. So I can't able to handle that. But this time I prepared and went, but they didn't ask me a single question. And for one girl asked me about a mains question. For a last mains, I told I skipped around 10 questions, both from GS and my optionals. First mistake I rectified that, and second mistake I rectified is that second.
Ma'am, one question is from me. How to maintain that consistency while reading newspapers, because we end up being exhausted for notes making.
Yes.
Ma'am,
First you have to.
Ma'am, I would like to
Please,
add something.
everyone ask by one. First of all, I will let her question complete.
Okay.
Basically, you have to bear in mind that newspaper is very essential, because while reading those editorials, you can know about lot of things, and you can use it in your answer writing also. So you have to read newspapers with I say with lot of interest like that. Without that, I think newspaper will be boring.
Ma'am, actually interest is there, but maintaining consistency is kind of exhausting. Means notes making from that editorial is a tedious task. So how to overcome that?
How to reduce time for notes?
Ma'am,
current affairs notes
ma'am,
making.
you told that you made regular notes from newspapers. You consolidated only your notes, or you also relied on monthly compilations for revision, ma'am?
I mostly prefer my on my notes only, but I cross check whether I missed any top, because I'm only reading Hindu and PIB. So I will cross check whether I missed any news with some current affair magazines.
Ma'am, what
how
about
to
your
maintain
study?
motivation, ma'am? How we can motivate for a 1 year or 1.5 year, ma'am? This is the big challenge for an person who are preparing for CSE.
I will literally say that after my failure in first attempt, I very much I was very much I lost my confidence itself. It's only my friends and family who pushed me like that. This failure is not, you can do it. So I think my family supported me a lot. So I think it's basically our surroundings and our inner self. We can motivate ourselves. I don't find anything specific to this.
Ma'am, how do you reduce time for current affairs notes making, ma'am?
Can you again ask me?
How do you reduce time for current affairs notes making, ma'am?
I will spend around 1 to 3 hours for newspaper reading with notes making.
Ma'am, how important is the inclusion of case studies in the ethics paper? Because they say that you have to include to get good marks for the case studies if you include in the ethics paper. How do you recommend that?
For case studies, I don't follow any standard pattern like that. I didn't follow that. Simply, I followed some toppers paper and get some idea about how they are making. So I simply replicated that, and I used some concept why I make this decision in this case study. Like that, I included. I think this can be done. You can
So it
refer a lot
was
of
most
toppers
of your
paper.
personal opinion, right, ma'am?
Yes, 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 yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, how did you
First of
start
all,
your
do you have a
writing
peer
practice?
group?
And ma'am, how did
One by one, please ask.
ma'am,
Ma'am,
how did you start your answer writing practice? And did you do it every day? If so, how did you evaluate it?
Yes, before my first prelims, I don't give any answer writing. It's only in my institute they keep some test and they said your answer writing is good. So I didn't follow anything after that. Only after clearing prelims, I begin to write daily answers. So if you are good in answer write, hello, yes sir.
yeah. See, I would like to request you that once go one by one, and only when she is finished with one answer, then only do not like jump in between. Otherwise, no one will get value of what she is telling. So it's my humble request that go one by one. We are not here to catch a train or a bus. Okay, she's here only. She's with us today also, tomorrow also. So do not worry about. Please go one by one. So let us have one structure. Let us have one structure, and then I have understood what are questions you are having. So I will put the questions to ma'am. So you do one thing. You please put your questions in the comment box. I will read the comment box and then I will put the questions to ma'am, because it is becoming very unruly. Okay. Is it okay, everyone? Okay.
Yes.
So what I have
Yes, sir.
understood from your questions,
Yes, sir.
please, everyone mute your mic and do not unmute yourself. Everyone mute your mic. Okay, so let me start. The first question they're asking is that for prelims oriented current affairs and for mains oriented current affairs, many people are saying that it is taking a tedious time. They are taking a lot of time. They are not able to be consistent. So can you suggest them something? How can they bring consistency? Or can you suggest some sources which they can refer?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes sir. So basically, first you have to everyone has to get into mind that current affairs plays an important role. So you have to definitely spend more time for that, so that you can answer prelims, and also in mains it helps you a lot. So I said no, I put lot of effort in covering current affairs, because in analyzing the UPSC question paper, I get to know that they are not asking directly from any coaching institute material. So I'm only following Hindu. So I thought to follow PIB. So afterwards, I come into touch with that, and I saw your DPS sheet where you have included prelims topic from lot of newspapers. So I thought yours can be cross-checked with their newspaper readings, so they do not miss any topics. So everyone has to prepare from their self, and they can cross-check with DPS or DPN notes.
Okay. Second
Good
thing,
evening,
ma'am, what they are asking is about how to do answer writing. How did you improve your answer writing? And can you suggest them some strategies where they can improve their answer writing?
Hello, sir.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, what did you ask, sir?
About answer writing. They're asking about answer writing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Basically, I'm good at answer writing. From initial days itself, they said your answers is good. So I didn't put much effort. But what we can do is we have to have basic knowledge about that topic. We have to know how to structure the answer, how to make it very simple for the evaluator to understand our answers. So our handwriting should be legible, and also we have to mind map ourselves what we are going to write. So if we are good at that, I think we can write a good answer.
Okay. So
did you have a peer group, and how much role does peer group have in the preparation?
Yes, I and another one friend, we formed a group, and we daily, after prelims, we daily write answers. Apart from some test series, we daily write answer, we exchange between ourselves and we discuss. Definitely it will play an important role. So we can get some idea from them. So it's good to have a peer group.
Ma'am, what was your
I'm a working professional.
Okay.
Ma'am, this is my last attempt.
Okay.
Earlier I have given one attempt, like,
Okay.
but unfortunately couldn't able to clear prelims.
Okay.
So this is my last attempt, and I opted for history optional.
Okay.
So, ma'am, do you? Many seniors were suggesting not to study the optional subject for these 2 months. So because as I do have a very less time, currently I left job, ma'am. Like I am on leave now. Next 3-4 months.
Okay.
Until like I clear my mains also. So probably like what could be your suggestion, ma'am? Do you want me to spend some time on my mains as well as optional also for these 2 months, or you want me to completely stop my mains preparation for these 2 months and continue with prelims?
Okay. First, if you are confident in your prelims that you completed the static portions and current affairs, you can definitely do optionals. In my case, in my first attempt, I simply completed my optionals class and didn't even study properly or didn't have any notes. But I completed my optional in 3 months after the prelims. So if you are confident, you can do. So I think it's in your hand whether you are strong in prelims. You can spend time for optionals. If you are not sure about your prelims, then you can skip the optional for after prelims. It can also possible.
So 3 months is 3 months is
yes,
so
yes.
is it adequate to? Is it the adequate time? Can we
Yes,
get ample time?
I read so many toppers strategy. They mentioned that they studied optionals only after prelims. So in my first attempt case itself, I completed my optionals only after prelims. My optional is political science and international relation. I scored 271 in that attempt.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am, I want to ask question. Does you separate the study for prelims or mains, or did you concise the material for one prelims, one and mains, two into prelims?
Hello, ma'am. Please share your GS paper-wise strategy for mains.
For GS1, since I am from political science, someone interference is there.
Ma'am, did you take any coaching for your optional?
Yes, I did my PSIR coach. I generally take coaching in Chennai for from my initial days. So I took for PSIR in Chennai.
Ma'am, when did you start your preparation?
Yes.
Ma'am, basically, I'm a working professional.
Okay.
I'm just starting my preparation from 2020 itself, and
Okay.
I have graduated in this year itself.
Okay.
So, ma'am, I'm currently working in a PSU, and along with it, I'm trying to start my preparation for civil services.
Okay.
So, ma'am, basically, I want to know that how should I frame my mind for like how should I go forward for clearing CSE in my coming years?
Okay. But because since I'm spent full time in preparation itself, I think I'm not in a position to suggest this.
But still, ma'am, according to your experience, what can you say? Like, how should I use my time, and so what is basically needed for clearing CSE? Like what should the strats be there? So that should I inculcate in myself so that I can get there.
I think that you have less time compared to others. So I think you can limit your sources and you can revise again and again. Then I think you can definitely make it.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you please
Hello, ma'am.
share your resources you referred for GS papers?
For GS papers?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Since I am from political science background, for GS2 it covers judgments and so many things for GS2, and history also covered in that. So in that case, I'm very blessed. And for thinkers also, I can use it from use it for GS4. So I think so much of burden is reduced by my optional itself. So for GS1 for world history, I read Arjun Dev only, and I make simple notes from that. And for important historical events like American Revolution and French Revolution, I search the internet and make some notes. For geography, I completely depend on NCERT and my notes which I made from searching internets and my institute notes. And for society, I made a notes. For example, for globalization impact on women, family, that each and every topic from the syllabus, I will take and I have made a notes. For GS3, you can have a yojana for each and every topic. For some topics may be left. For example, for livestock, you have one entire yojana. For agriculture, you have entire yojana. From that, you can take and you can make notes. You can collect facts. You can collect from economic survey. Niti Aayog notes you can get from executive summaries. From that you can make notes.
Ma'am, did you maintain separate notes for prelims and mains, or did you combine both the notes together?
No, I have for static syllabus which I made from Yojana or something. I have a separate note for that. For current affairs, I mainly do it in online itself, like Evernote, like that I make for current affairs.
Ma'am,
What's your take on
CSAT strategy, ma'am?
Really required?
Can you share about your PSAR strategy, ma'am?
From where did you prepare for essay paper? Very briefly, can you explain, ma'am? From where and what was your source for the essay?
Yes. For essay, I didn't specifically prepare because GS knowledge is enough, I think. We can use that there. But only what I did was, how can I make introduction? For that, I read so many things. Essays. Similarly, I collect some quotes given by the leaders. This thing was done for essays. Apart from that, I didn't make any specific thing for essays.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am. Could you please tell us regarding your optional, since I also opted for the same?
Okay. For optionals, I think PSIR is comprehensive, where you can use that. You can use that knowledge in GS itself. So basically, for paper 1, part A, you have static syllabus. You can follow political thoughts by O.P. Gauba, like that you can do. For part B, it's entirely polity based and Indian politics and government. That can be simply current affairs based. You can follow Indian Express, where so many scholars are writing the editorials. Similarly, for comparative politics, you can follow any institute notes. And then entirely second paper is based on current affairs and scholars. And you can also go for some global politics book, Andrew Haywood. You can follow that. I think simply you can crack with these things.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, tell us about your CSAT strategy, please, ma'am.
Okay. Since I am from engineering background, I don't find it much difficult. I only solved question papers from 2014 and I found it very comfortable. I opted mainly for quantitative aptitude part and reasoning part. I only if needed, I go for comprehensive. Otherwise, I made it for arithmetic and reasoning part only. So you can only attempt as much as needed. I didn't go beyond that. In first attempt I attempted, and in my second attempt I only attempted 40 questions in CSAT.
Ma'am, how did you make
Ma'am,
your
last year the comprehension part was somewhat difficult. How did you manage it, ma'am? In CSAT?
Yes, sir. As I said, I only attempted 40 questions, which I damn sure. So I first completed all the arithmetic parts, and then I only go for comprehensive, which are very easy.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, it would be good if you tell about specifically about the ethics part, because ethics we don't know how to study.
Okay, you can follow any standard one standard book for ethics like lexicon or some other thing is there. So you can get basic knowledge or definition for something. They will ask what is sympathy, what is empathy, like that of thing they will ask. So you can get definition from there. But example is your own work. You have to follow newspaper or from lively example you can view, and then definitely you will get a good score in ethics.
Ma'am, how
Ma'am,
many
just
current affairs we require to
political
study?
optional. Ma'am,
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Hello.
See, you people do not listen to my advice. I told you that it is becoming very unruly. Everyone is interfering. Others are complaining in the chat box. So why don't we do like this, that you put your question in the chat box and I pick those questions and we go systematically. What is happening is someone is asking CSAT and in between someone is asking ethics. So this is leading to a lot of confusion among others also. And some people are following my instructions, others are not following my instructions. So let us have some discipline. We have a topper before us who is saying that she is getting up every day 5 a.m. in the morning. And just because of discipline, she has cracked this. But you see yourself, how you are behaving in this small online session. And then you expect to top the services. Is it possible if you behave like this? I was just observing, but no one is listening to me. If you are not able to take this small instruction, what will you do? So please listen to what I am trying to tell is that let us go one by one. Let us go one by one. Let us first go prelims, then we will take up mains, and then we will take up interview. As far as detailed strategy is concerned, ma'am will come out with detailed strategy for every subject in the website and in the YouTube channel also. Ma'am will come. So do not worry about that. So this is just basically, this session is basically to boost your confidence, boost your morale. When we have before us a girl, just 23 years, and she has cracked under 100 rank. So even you can do it. So do not go very nitty-gritty. She will be coming out with her strategies for every subject. She will be also sharing her notes also. So do not worry about that. So please put your specific question in the chat box, which we will take. We both will take. Priyanka will also take. I'll also take. So please type your question in the chat box. So, okay. Ma'am, the first question is DPS enough?
Hello, sir, do you hear me?
Yes, the first question is DPS enough? How can we use the daily practice sheet?
Yes, sir. So as a student, we are not able to follow so much newspapers. So we follow Hindu only. So in this case, I think DPS is a better place or best place to get a direction. What are all the topics we have to read? I think you can follow that so that you can relate. You can get to know about where to relate with our syllabus. So I think definitely you can follow that.
Okay, and what is your suggestion about the daily prelims notes?
Sir, I think if we as a student, if we take one topic, we have to search beyond the newspaper. So if time is not permissible for you, or after making your notes, if you want to cross check, I think definitely they can do with daily prelims notes, sir.
Okay, good, good.
And I think I'm also contributing something for you. So definitely it will be helpful for students. We are giving a short topics for prelims in that thing.
Okay. Then many people are asking about the next 2 months strategy. Many people are asking about what to do in the next 2 months.
Yes, sir.
So what do you suggest?
Sir, I think earlier everyone has prepared for prelims. So I don't think they have to again put much effort for prelims. It's completely for prelims. Rather for again for 1 more month they can spend time, sometimes for mains and optionals. And after that, one full-fledged month for prelims, sir. Both combined thing is needed for next 2 months, I think, sir.
Okay, okay, good.
So I think like initiatives like yours Optima can helpful, I think, sir.
Okay, you see, in ma'am, what do you suggest that if we, like in the last month, if we focus on very important topics, will it help or not?
Sorry, sir, can you repeat again, sir?
In the last month, we focus on some like 300, 400 very important topics, like you were suggesting that last year you followed my prelims topics and it helped you from the Quora.
Yes, sir.
So in Optima,
yes,
if I'm coming out with some around 400, 500, 700 questions, which are very important for this year, do you think it will help in the last 2 months?
Yes, sir, definitely it will help, sir. Somehow, if questions are not directly from there, but definitely elimination from the knowledge we gathered from there can be definitely helpful in prelims, sir.
Okay, okay. And then let us come to the main strategy. Many people are asking about your optional strategy.
Sir, I think it's better to have a separate session because so many people are saying that we are not belong to that optional.
Okay. For optional session, we'll have a separate session. But can you just tell me, like, what should a person have in mind while selecting an optional?
Sir, in my case, I don't have my undergraduation as an optional subject. If undergraduation subject is there, they can confidently take that. Apart from that, they have to check their interest, whether they are able to study that. In my case, I am very much interested in polity as mentioned earlier, and I also I calculated and I took PSIR, sir.
Okay, okay. How much month it takes to prepare an optional subject? What do you think?
So in my case, I went for a class. So at that time, I understand the concept, that thing, but I didn't made any notes. I didn't write any test. I didn't even read anything related to optional before prelims, but I simply attended the classes. But after prelims, I spent between prelims and mains that time, I spent the entire half a day for optionals because it can play a huge role in one's ranking. So in that case, 3 months is fruitful for my optional, sir.
Okay, ma'am, one more doubt many people have. Should they go for optional coaching or should they prepare on their own?
Sir, I think it's based on each one's conditions. In my case, I don't have any idea about optional because my graduation, I am from engineering background. I'm not related to humanity. So I took coaching, sir.
Okay, here I would like to add my experience also. I also recommend people, at least for the optional subject, if your optional subject is something else, for example, sociology, and you come from engineering background, or your you come from a different background and you are opting for some other optional. So I also second the ma'am's thought that for optional you should go for guidance, because you will waste a lot of your precious time if you don't have guidance in optionals. Am I correct, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir.
Yes. So this is there. And as far as like interview is concerned, what do you think? Interview stage?
Sir, can you repeat again, sir?
Interview stage, like what changes you brought this time? As far I'm not talking about your questions, like in personality or in your attitude or psychology. Did you bring some changes? What was the main like point?
Yes, sir. I tried to control my stress level before the interview board. Even they started grilled me, I tried to smile as much as possible. And I took some time before answering the questions. In my first interview, if they ask the question, I jump to the answering them. I don't expose them that I'm very calm and composed. So in this time, I took some time and I run in my mind that I'm going to talk this. So I clearly developed this thing I'm going to talk. Likewise I did, sir. So I exposed my thing very cool, composed, and I laughed throughout the interview. It's like a pleasant experience, sir.
Okay. And if you remember, I have also given you some suggestions regarding this. Like
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Smile, pause.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I guess that has played a big role in your selection this year. So
yes, sir.
one girl is asking, Geetanjali is asking, what 3 things made you top this year? 3 things. List out 3 things.
Sir, the first thing is I didn't fell with my failure. I started again. That's the first thing I did, sir. And the second thing is that I got guidance from good persons like you, and so many peer groups I get this time, sir. And we discussed a lot. We corrected answers each other, sir. And third thing is I full-fledgedly followed my routine.
Hello?
Effort which I put this time, like writing so many answers and collecting so many examples for ethics, like that, these things helped me a lot, sir.
Okay. Someone is asking, for beginners, can you say something for beginners? What should they do?
Yes, sir. For beginners, I think they have to completely believe themselves rather running for coaching institutes like that they are doing. They completely believe themselves. For the concepts they are not understanding, they can take classes. They can do that, sir. Apart from that, they have to put efforts rather depending on the coaching institutes, I think, sir. Okay. So this thing, they have to develop the content as much as possible in this time period, because after giving first attempt, we may fail at the interview stage. At that time, we cannot have a time to prepare again for prelims. So in that case, this is the base year. We have to gather knowledge as much as possible, and we have to update ourselves in the long journey, sir.
Okay. Ma'am, someone is asking, did you include flowcharts, diagrams in your answers?
Yes, sir. In this attempt, I included this, sir. In first attempt, I wrote. I completely write the things in like a essay. In GS also, I write like a essay. So this time, I break down the questions and I take subheadings, and wherever possible, I put flowcharts, and wherever possible, I included maps, sir. I think this time, this played an important role in getting good ranks, sir.
Okay. Someone is asking that, do you think college background or education background plays an important role? What is your opinion?
No, sir. They do not prejudice as with our background, sir. They in interview and for mains also, there is nothing to do with any school good scoring or anything like that. UPSC is basically testing our generalized knowledge. We can easily gather it from our preparation itself, sir.
Okay. Any other questions? Did you have any backup plan? Someone is asking.
Yes, sir. Because after my first attempt, I said no. I so much depressed like that. So I given my state PSC. In that also, I didn't qualified an interview. So I have a backup plan as my state public service commission only. After that, I didn't think anything. I have to given my second attempt. Let wait and see. I had, sir.
Here I would like to go back when your state PCS interview result is out.
Yes, sir.
You are so depressed. You don't want to talk to me. You don't want to talk to anyone. That day, what did I tell you?
UPSC is waiting for you. You don't bother with these results.
What did I tell you? I told her. She told, she's crying. She said, I will not talk to you. I don't talk to anyone. I told UPSC is waiting. Why are you waiting for state? And this happened or not?
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Any other questions? Ladies and gentlemen, any other question?
Ma'am, how did you maintain your rigorous routine of waking up early and consistently followed it? Because tips are given everywhere, but end of the day, what matters is your routine.
Because this is from my childhood habit. My home, this is the routine. So I easily stick with that. If you are good at reading in night times, that's not your fault. But you have to read. You have to efficiently read, whichever time possible for you.
Ma'am, that is why I have started 4 a.m.
This is the last question.
Please, I told you, like, do not interrupt. You doubt, tell your doubt in the comment box. So, ma'am, what is your opinion about the 4 a.m. club?
Yes, sir. Because since it has someone is watching us, so they definitely wake up, sir. Since you are, I think it's like motivating them, like you are incentivizing them. So I think it's a good plan. Who is someone not able to do without nudging, it's very helpful, sir. Since it's my routine from my childhood, I easily adapted to that. So someone who is not adapted with that, I think your nudges definitely help them, sir.
Okay. Now you see what is the proof why we have to get up 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. We have a topper with us who is saying that since her childhood, she was getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning, and that has helped her. I'm not saying that just everyone who becomes a topper gets up at 5 a.m. No, I'm not saying that. But it is proved that people who get up early, they have more time with us. Because what happens after 10 a.m., there is many disturbance. Someone will call, someone will say something in family, this issue, that issue, but no one will call you in the morning, early morning. So 3-4 hours early morning is a very precious time.
Yes, yes.
Am I correct, ma'am?
Yes, sir, definitely, sir.
Someone will be ill, someone family trouble, this trouble, that trouble. Many things will come to disturb you.
Yes,
so getting up early is very important, and we have a success story where ma'am has been following this for the past so many years, and today it has given the result. And faith in yourself, whatever difficulty, when she could not clear the state PCS exam, she was very down. She was very down. What will happen? I will fail this attempt also, or what, like that she was thinking. But I told her, do not worry. See, if you have in you, no one can stop you. That can I can tell you. And you have to keep on going, keep on going.
Yes, sir. They can have someone who can constantly motivate them, sir. In my case, you and my family members and my friends, I'm very much lucky to have you all, sir.
Okay. Any other questions? How? Okay.
Ma'am, last question, as this is related to your political science.
Okay.
Ma'am, did you follow Shubharanjan ma'am notes and did you write those model answers? Did you use in your optional for the mains exam?
For basic understanding, I read ma'am's notes. Apart from that, I followed books and made my own notes.
Okay. Ma'am, thank you.
Ma'am will be sharing her own strategy for every paper on the website. She will be writing blogs, and she will be basically sharing her notes also. Do not worry about that. If you have any general doubt, if you want to say anything to ma'am, the floor is open. You can talk to ma'am. We are going to end this session now.
मैम सर एक क्वेश्चन सर मैम
Yes, exactly.
Ma'am, actually, what contributes more, your self-study and your self-making notes or any material from coaching? If coaching is not there, then if you made the notes from yourself, does it get, if anyone not trying to compete to coaching center?
There are so many coaching notes available. You can refer that. You can take points from that. I think your notes will be helpful in revision. You cannot depend entirely on coaching notes. You can make your own notes so that you can able to show difference in your mains answer. Rather, everyone may study from the same notes and they can read the same points. Rather, you.
Ma'am, here I would like to say something. See, that is the reason I'm not giving mains note. I'm only giving mains static note, mains master note. Now you must see, we are only giving prelims note. Why we are giving prelims note? Because prelims note is useful because we are covering more number of topics and we are sticking to only the data which is required in the prelims exam. But why I do not give mains note is because current affairs mains note, you have to prepare on your own and cover various dimensions. As far as static mains note is concerned, I'm giving in the form of mains master notes. But daily current, which is the mains note aspect, that I also believe that you have to follow the newspaper editorials daily, and from that you have to every day you have to upgrade your notes. If I make a note one day, it will be only from that editorial. So people, they read that note and their answer is not holistic answer. That is the reason I do not. As far as prelims is concerned, daily prelims note is only targeting to the prelims, because in prelims you don't need to analyze things, you don't need to examine things, you don't need to evaluate things. You just know. For example, if there is a question on governor, so what will come in the prelims? Governor, they will ask what are the constitutional duties of governor, or what are the how governor is appointed, how governor is removed. That's it. In the mains answer, you will be asking, they will ask you critically examine the role of the governor in the federal setup. So just referring one note will not be basically helpful, because you have to link with various examples. Every editorials will have some Supreme Court judgment, other editorial will have other Supreme Court judgment, some editorial will have Sarkaria Commission recommendation, some editorial will have Punchi Commission recommendation. So more you add value to your answers every day, that will make you stand out from the crowd. Am I correct, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If taken the case in educational policy, there are continuous articles for a 1 week.
Yes.
We have to read all the articles and we can make holistic notes. Like that we have to do.
Yes.
For example, I'm telling, sir.
Yes. That is the reason we are only sticking to prelims note. We are not giving mains note daily because it will not be useful to you much. Rather than what you can do, you follow one topic. Like ma'am has told education policy, you follow 3, 4, 5, 7 days. And every day you make some additions to your note. So after 10 days, you will see your answers are more holistic.
Yes,
Am I correct, ma'am?
Yes, sir. They will have features and they will have criticism and they can speak about good points in educational policy, sir.
Okay. Anything else?
Ma'am,
yes.
Ma'am, how did you stay motivated throughout the preparation, ma'am, on day-to-day basis?
Yes, it's a cycle. One day we have so much energy, we read a lot. In some days we may feel like depressed, but we have to keep ourselves a target. This is my last attempt. I have to complete with this, because our family is supporting us to study this, so we do not burden them beyond the limit. So these things has to be in our mind. So definitely we can stay motivated with this. 1 hour day with depression is common for everyone. So you can use that day to rejuvenate yourself and you can back to the routine.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, if a beginner want to start their preparation today, around what time
can you ask one by one, everyone?
Okay. Ma'am, how did you make your notes from newspaper?
Yes, sir. As I tell the example of educational policy, first I read, if for a 1 day, I will check for what is national educational policy, why it is needed. And I mentioned some features. For that, I made 4 or 5 points. And after that, I will check for some other editorial coming in the week, where there are criticism, I list out them under that topic. And some may write about advantages in that. I write about them, that thing. For prelims, I make some simple one-line notes like that. So it can be like this only.
Ma'am, for history, we can refer old NCERT or new NCERT or Spectrum. I'm struggling with the book list.
Okay. In my case, I didn't read new NCERT, but from solving test series, I get to know something from new NCERTs. But I completely dependent on Bibin Chandra and Spectrum only.
See, and this is already, we are more than 1 hour. So one thing I would like to tell you, I know her for last 1 year. See, she's very ethical girl and very motivated always and very disciplined. I think that has also played an important role. See, studies, everyone is working hard. Those things are there. But what really like makes her apart is that really she's a very good ethical character. Really, I really always, I have mentioned this also to her, and she's always very honest, and whatever she will do, she will be very honest. Whatever some suggestions also, whatever she will make, or she's following the daily prelims note, sometimes they will see, she will also suggest something, or mains note. She will criticize others also. Like many people, they will just say, they will keep inside. They are not that honest. She's very honest, very ethical, very disciplined, very motivated. So I think the character also plays an important role in your selection. And what I have seen in my, like in her, that she is of very good character. You will now know more about her in like coming days when she will be sharing her strategy. So one thing you will understand from her, she is very genuine person. She's very genuine person. That also, I guess, has helped her to bounce back from her failure last year. And let us end. Ma'am, can you do you have anything to say in the end, because it's already more than 1 hour?
Okay, sir. So what I can say is that they can remain consistent, and I say hard work never fails, because if even you fail in one attempt, you have to keep in mind that UPSC is a long journey. You have to stay motivated throughout the journey. That thing is very much needed. So your individual effort has to be there to crack the exam, I feel, sir.
Okay. So ma'am, please in future also suggest your book list, suggest your strategy.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Definitely I will write. I give a write-up to you, sir.
Okay. So thank you, ma'am. And thank you everyone for joining in. Do not worry. If you have any personal doubt also, she will be answering those doubts. You please message your doubts to me. I'll be forwarding all these doubts to ma'am. Now she has more time to share her knowledge. Not that every day she doesn't have to study that much. So she will be having more time, and she'll be sharing this with us also. Okay. One brother, who is he?
He is my niece, sir.
Okay, okay. Hi. Okay, future IAS, future IAS.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we are ending this session. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Please guide them. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.